Hi guys, this is your friendly researcher from the ERP Atelier. Today we're going to talk to you about how to manage your lower inventory using Shopify Flow. But first off, before we get too deep into the video, please subscribe so you can be notified when we have other videos like this. If you love e-commerce automation, this is the right channel for you. Please subscribe so you don't miss anything. Now, let's get right into it. Why do we need a video that tells us how to manage our inventory using Shopify Flow? Well, larger businesses have fancy ERPs and inventory management systems. While that's great and we want you to be able to grow into that, if you're a smaller business and you're not quite at this stage where you can invest in that kind of software yet, here's the thing. You still need to manage inventory. You still need to be notified before it gets too low. This doesn't matter if you only sell one or two SKUs, but we want you to grow to the point where you're selling more than one or two SKUs. You still need to know when inventory runs low so you can restock and not lose out on potential customers. That being said, let's jump right in. So you want to install your Flow app. It's a free app from Shopify. And then you want to come here to create a workflow. Select a trigger. The trigger is what tells Shopify what to do when an order is created, and that helps it to check the inventory. So in this case, the trigger is going to be your product variant going below a certain number. You can pick 10 or 25 or 50 depending on what you need. In this video, I'm going to use 25. So you want your trigger to come from the Shopify admin API, and you're going to scroll down to where you see the product variants. We're going to do this on a variant basis instead of on a product by product basis. So you want to see product variant inventory quantity change, and that tells Shopify to look for whenever an inventory quantity change. So every time an order runs, this is going to go into place. And then your condition is what it's going to check for every time the trigger runs. So if it doesn't fall below the number you set, it's fine. If it falls below that number you set, then it is going to tell you what to do. So every time an order is placed, the inventory quantity changes, and you want to look at two things. You want to look at what it is before the number you set, and you want to look at what it is after the number you set. So inventory quantity prior is what it is before the order comes in. Like I said, we're going to use 25. So for example, let's say that, a customer orders something, and before that order, you had like 27 of that SKU in stock. And after that order, you have 24 in stock. If that happens, then this flow will run and tell you, hey, this variant falls below 25. You need to look at reordering. But if, for example, you had 30 in stock and this runs and you only had 28 in stock after that order, then it's not gonna tell you that you need to restock because it's not at the number you set. Hopefully that makes sense. So inventory quantity prior should be greater than or equal to whatever number you want for your trigger. 25. I did say I'd use 25, right? And then you also want to add a separate condition. So if it's greater than or equal to 25, and if the following inventory after the order is placed is less than 25, be careful not to have two sections where it's equal to. So if you see at the top here, I had greater than or equal to, and here I had less than. So you want to be able to take care of each of these as an integer. So we're going to save that as the condition, and then you're going to have the trigger. And you're going to choose from the flow section because it lets you send an internal email. And you can just have this sent to your team with whatever makes sense for you. I'm going to use our email here. Please use your own email. Subject low inventory for, and you can add a variable here if you wanted to add like the name of a SKU. You could add that. I'm not going to do that right now, but you could add that. And then put in a message that makes sense. Again, you can add a variable if you want to tell people exactly what they should be reordering. You could actually look for the variable here and put in the product name. But I'm not going to do that right now, but that does work for you. And yep, that's it. And then don't forget to turn on the workflow. Don't forget to save. And that's how you use Shopify Flow to tell you when inventory turns below a certain level on your Shopify store. Hope that helps. If you found this useful, let me know in the comments. Let me know what other flows you'd like me to build. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and share.